maybe we can see, you know, I'm not going to call it perfect timing, but maybe we can see some very nice timing. Hey guys, Norris Digital Assets here with the first ever video. This is my new channel, Norris Digital Assets. We're going to be focusing mostly on Cardano and XRP, but we're also going to be looking at some of the other projects I've been getting into lately that have been really good to me so far and are also very promising moving forward, like DAG Constellation and API 3 and some of the other projects I'm getting into. But for now, what we're going to look at first is we're going to look at a Cardano update. We have Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, with a brief update on Friday night, just a few days ago, with basically, I think the biggest point to take from this video, you can go watch this video on your own if you like, but I think the biggest point to take away from this video is that the smart contracts, the hard fork, is completely on schedule, and the hard fork has a date tentatively August 31st. So everything's on track, and we might be seeing these smart contracts here soon. To break it down, basically, to get to the hard fork, they need a fully working node. Well, boom, check, that's done. That's complete. Step number 2, they need a fully integrated wallet backend to that node. They're currently finishing that up right now, and that should be finished up. He says in this video that should be finished up next week, which would actually be this week. So possibly by this Friday, that step will be complete. And then number 3, Daedalus has to click onto that, and they've already started that integration process. And usually that takes 1 to 2 weeks. For the new node and the new backend to fit together. When that occurs, they can begin the countdown to the hard fork process. Now, that's big news because that's what everyone's been waiting for. The smart contracts, the hard fork, just like he was promising last summer on Twitter, all the different companies that were going to be running on the Cardano blockchain. And that's what everybody's been looking forward to, and also possibly the price action that we will see with that when that actually occurs. I know Bitcoin is kind of dragging the market down right now, or it did in the first place. I mean, that's what brought the whole market down. We had Cardano price action just a couple months ago around $2.40, $2.50, and look what happened. Bitcoin halved and everything followed. But we're hoping that since everything is on track, like he says, we're hoping. I'm not someone who believes that the smart contract release coming up is already built into the price. I mean, Cardano's only at $1.35, $1.36. It's not built into the price. I don't believe that one bit. I think Cardano is very underrated. It's one of my biggest holdings. I don't believe that at all. And I believe that with this being on track, that's going to be that might line up very well. The market, Bitcoin and the market in general, might just start to heat up according to some technical analysis right about that time later in August, right when the smart contract's about to be released. I mean, maybe we can see, you know, I'm not going to call it perfect timing, but maybe we can see some very nice timing. And we can see Cardano definitely start to climb up and make some big gains. I think it's a very underrated project. Long term, I really believe in Cardano and what he's going to be able to accomplish in Africa, the deals they already have with Ethiopia. But some of these other unbanked areas, just areas where people don't even have access to that sort of thing. I think that these smart contracts are going to be big. Moving forward, Hoskinson says in this video, the Plutus application backend is the big boy, and we're not far from that. And He says, his belief is that we can do the hard fork soon, in 4 to 6 weeks, late August, early September, tentatively August 31st. That's real soon. Not much more waiting, guys. That's what we want. Now, what I was referring to with the Japan listing, we have Sebastian Guillemot, 15,000 followers, CTO and co-founder of DC Spark IO. He's also a Cardano PM at Emergo. Emergo is definitely a company that is holding Cardano. They are Cardano investors. Emergo is a blockchain technology company providing solutions for developers, companies, and government. One of the founding entities of Cardano. Now, if we scroll down here, his tweet from July 20th, it has now been 3 years since I came to Japan to start working on Cardano, ADA. Lots of respect for everybody living in a country where they don't have citizenship. It's not easy. I really appreciate the Cardano community in Japan who has supported me every step of the way. That's a very cool post. But right below that, a very important post 17 hours ago. Cardano was finally listed in Japan, ADA. Japan has extremely strict rules for crypto exchange listings. Only a small number of tokens can be listed in Japan, and ADA is now on that list. Now, I was reading earlier today, I was in an article, I had found the list of what else is on that is included. We have right here, we have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, Basic Attention Token, Stellar Lumens, NEM, Tezos, and Polkadot. So only some of the bigger name cryptos in general, some of the biggest cryptos by market cap in the space are actually gained regulatory approval in Japan. So that is big news for Cardano. So taking a look here at Emergo's Twitter page, their official account page, 106,000 followers. Emergo, providing global blockchain solutions. They're definitely connected to Cardano, one of the founding entities of Cardano, like it says here. They're definitely connected to Cardano pretty closely, and it also looks like they are very into the agricultural side of things and the future of what Cardano might be able to bring. Because like Charles Hoskinson says, it's not just about the price moving up and down and Cardano being a currency. It's more about the smart contracts in the future, and these smart contracts that have the ability to basically make deals, make digital contracts that are built in, and once the contract is made, it's decentralized. Evil actors can't come in and make adjustments to the contract. The contract's built into the blockchain between two parties, and it's automatically, when it runs through the blockchain, the agreement of the contract is automatically carried out by the blockchain, whether that's somebody paying somebody or that's for information to flow back and forth between the parties, whatever it is. Because in the long run, Cardano they're wanting it to do things with agriculture, with even identification, places in the world, namely Africa, that people don't have identification, and so that was how they did that deal in Ethiopia with all those student IDs, where they did a deal with the government. And so I think that right now, in the long run, Cardano is going to be capable of so many things that a lot of people, you can't really wrap your head around it yet, but it's going to come with time, and I think there's a better way to do things in the future. They got some cool infographics here. One that was pretty cool here that I was reading, Emergo Trace empowers businesses to decrease business cycles by up to 80%. That sounds pretty cool. Just kind of looking around and learning what I can about Emergo, and it sounds promising. But they've definitely been working pretty hard to get Cardano listed in Japan. So that's very cool, and it's just a start. And we'll get the smart contracts next, or that's coming soon. That next hard fork, the next I guess evolution in crypto, and I guess we'll see where that takes us. And hopefully, me as an investor, and this being one of my biggest holdings, and a lot of people are big on Cardano. Hopefully, the price movement reflects the smart contracts that are coming out and some of this news that's coming out. As long as Bitcoin, Bitcoin can end up getting into gear, I think that Cardano will easily be able to lift off. We were already at that 240, 250 range a few months back, and I don't see any reason why it won't lift off. The market cap on Cardano still isn't very large. It's only at 43 billion here when you still have Ethereum at 294, and I believe Cardano can definitely gain ground on Ethereum over time. I'm putting a lot of my eggs into the basket with Charles Hoskinson. He's one of those guys. He's sort of like an Elon Musk kind of guy. He's, for the most part, I think he's pretty genius, and I don't think they leave any stones unturned. And I think they're working pretty hard. They hit the ground running, and he's been traveling to tons and tons of countries over the last few years, and I don't think he's messed around. I'm putting a lot of stock into Charles Hoskinson, the founder himself, and long term, I don't see any reason why this market cap's not going to be much larger. Cardano, if you do a lot of your own research on here, again, I am not a financial advisor for this price action. I do my own research. You should also do your own research. If you look deeply into Cardano, you will see a lot of information. They have done the peer review papers. They have hired many PhDs. They've written hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of papers, and everything. I believe it is going to be a very secure system. They did the legwork up front. I'm no genius in that category, but I believe that it's one of those projects where they really did the legwork up front with many universities and a lot of training, and I think they did it right. You know, Cardano is basically, Bitcoin is the first. What word am I looking for here? It's the first generation, basically, of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is. Ethereum is number 2. It is the second generation, and with Charles Hoskinson being one of the co-founders of Ethereum, he saw all the holes in that company. He saw the holes in their blockchain, in how scalable that will be long term, how efficient it will be. You got the gas prices with Ethereum that are very high. I've paid the gas fees a few times, and I don't like it. But I think that Cardano, he fixed a lot of the bugs that Ethereum was going to have, and I don't think people can see it yet, but in the long run, I think Cardano is going to make some major ground on Ethereum for a reason. He left Ethereum for a reason, and he knew where to go, how to fix it, and how to make it better. So that's it for the video today, guys. That's my first video ever. Give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to grow this channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.